It's so quiet, isn't it? It's eerie, but it's not, because there's a whirring noise in the background. 20, 30, 40, 50. Welcome back to the channel. Today you join me from the driver's seat of a 2020 Volkswagen ID.3. Now, I understand this channel, more than anything, is petrol heads and budget car reviews and all that sort of good stuff, but the guys at Esplanade VW on the Isle of Wight invited me down to drive this thing today, take it out, enjoy it, see what it's like, see what the future holds, especially for the VW brand. So today, massive thank you to those guys. I am driving the future, maybe? This could be the future, but let's get into the video. Details on this car are that it's a 204 PS rear-wheel drive electric car with a 50-50 weight distribution. Now, those are the headline facts for me to enjoy with this thing, because we're going to go B-road bashing as usual. We're going to go and enjoy this thing. We're going to go and see what it's like, put it through its paces and enjoy it. The enjoyable side of new cars is what I'm always trying to find, especially when grabbing something like this, because you guys out there might be looking to buy one of these in the next few years if you're, London city based, or you've got congestion charge, or if you're sick of going to the petrol station. I know I am. This could be what you're after in the next few years, and a car like this does again make sense in the future. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty bits. What's the power like? So 204 PS, 50-50 weight distribution, rear wheel drive, instant power. Okay, we've got a corner already. We literally went straight to the speed limit there. The bit that I forget about, especially electric cars, is the instance of the power. So you'll hear my foot push down on the throttle pedal. See how instant the power is. And this isn't the most performance-based model. It is the 58 kilowatt battery. They are going to do a more powerful battery variant of this car, but 40 to 50, just like that. That's how impressive the electric car game is at the moment. This isn't a performance car. As we go, 15 mile an hour, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. That's how instant and how responsive cars like this are. It is not performance based, it is everyday based, this car. There is so much to talk about though. This being the first edition means it comes with little bits and bobs. The main thing being that most of these, to my knowledge, have been sold out already, which is crazy. Now, Quirks, let's talk about Quirks in this thing. Other than how quiet it is in here. So we're doing 40 miles an hour at the moment. Completely silent, which again is a very hard thing to achieve with an electric car, because the only bit you actually experience when you put your foot down is a slight whirring noise, or I'm going to say it's the sound of the future when you put your foot down. I'll try and grab it on camera. It is the hardest thing to capture on a video camera, because I think I'm the only one that can hear it. So we're going to overtake this cyclist. Can you hear that? I don't think you guys will be able to hear that, but it is like the noise of the future of electric cars. And I'm really happy that I can hear that. I especially can hear it from the rear end as well. The actual rear wheels that are propelling this thing make that whirring noise. So if you were to have a rear-engined rear wheel drive with an exhaust at the back, this gives necessarily the same sort of effect, because it doesn't. I can hear that. I hope you guys can hear that, but it's actually really rewarding in a weird way to hear that. The whirring noise is rewarding. Yeah, weird thing to say, but it actually sounds really cool. It sounds like future. So me driving it, what's it like to drive? Seats are really comfortable, got my heated seats on today. We have a 280 quoted mile range. I've jumped in this and it's got nearly full battery. I've obviously been enjoying myself. It's got 215 miles at the moment. I've set everything to relatively normal mode. We're not in any sport or anything like that. I have noticed that under 30 miles an hour, so we're doing 30, I come off the accelerator, the car will slow down a lot faster than it would when you're going over 30. It seems to coast a lot more when you're at a higher speed. When you're at a lower speed, it gives a sensation of engine braking, which of course it will regen the batteries while you're driving, means you get a longer range. Other things to point out, the interface here is very, very easy to use. So that noise is indicating that the car thinks you're going over a white line. Now I'm down a back road at the moment, and you can obviously turn this off, which I will do right now. But because the road is really uneven, we are of course going closer to the white line than the car wants me to. So it's actually activating the get over there, you're going in the wrong lane mode, which is fine. Obviously, if you're going down back roads, I would probably turn that off. If you're on the motorway, you'd turn it on, wouldn't you? So yeah, dash interface. The screen you've got in front of you actually has some funny features in it. One of them being warm my feet, warm my hands. You can actually push that and get heat going around your hands or around your feet. Obviously, I get cold feet in the winter. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So that's actually quite refreshing to see that in a newer car. But as we've got a nice bit of road in front of us, 10 mile an hour, 30, 40, 50, 60. I think 0 to 60 is completed in over 7 seconds. Yes, that isn't going to blow your face off. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but this car in theory is going against BMW i3s of this generation, so the mid-range power is really where you're going to enjoy this thing. I think B-road bashing or enjoying it down a back road is where you're going to see the performance side of this car to come out. Not that this is a performance car. I'm going to say it again, this isn't a performance car. We're going 40 mile an hour now. Put your foot down and it's like instant power. We're straight up to 50 mile an hour, like so quickly. Any turbocharged diesel combustion engine won't be able to necessarily keep up with that pace and that responsiveness from that accelerator pedal. Yes, this is for the masses, this car. It isn't necessarily for the petrol head. It isn't necessarily for the guys that want to go out there and tune their cars up and smash B roads and all that sort of stuff, just like me. But I can appreciate where this car is going. It's really nice to jump into something new from a huge brand like VW to show that they are really thinking ahead of what's going to happen in the future. The future is coming. We have to have something. Whether it's electric is another matter. And it's so quiet, isn't it? It's eerie. But it's not, because there's a whirring noise in the background. 20, 30, 40, 50. It's actually quite rapid. If you get it going past like 20 mile an hour, even 15 mile an hour, it's actually quite sprightly for what it is. It's always nice to jump in something like this and enjoy it. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you all on the next one.